fix my camera. Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat. Give me a little thumbs up. Hi, hi, hi. How's everybody doing tonight? It is almost the weekend, huh? All right, if you can hear me, go ahead and just drop down in the chat. We're just going to give people a few minutes just to get into the room and get situated. Fix my lens a little bit. Okay. All right, so while we're waiting for some people to come into the room, I'm going to do some housekeeping type things. I got my little notes here. All right, if this is your first time to a live, or if this is your first time to my channel, I'm Tia, and I am a wig coach and a wig reviewer here on YouTube, and you are here, so welcome. These are weekly live wig coaching sessions. I do have, you know, something already set up. Someone's giving me a thumbs up, so I'm assuming that means you can hear me, so thank you so much. I do have something sort of set up for us to talk about, but if you put a question in the chat, I'll be sure to try to answer it for you today. If it's something that I think really should have a full, you know, answer, like maybe a full video, I'll let you know that, and I will answer it in the next video, okay? The chat for the live chat is subscriber only, so you do need to be subscribed. I do that because I really value my doll babies. That's what I call my subscribers, and so I do like to give them a little perk, and this is one of the perks. I have been on YouTube for a couple years now, and lives have been something that my subbies have been asking me for, so I want to give them, you know, a little thank you, and the thank you is the subscriber only live chat. Okay, if you're watching the playback, you can comment and ask questions as usual. Okie dokes. I just want to do some housekeeping things from last week. If you are here, if you can just put something in the chat just so I can see the chat. I'm making sure that I can see the chat. So if you're asking me questions, I can answer you. Okay. All right. Okay, so last week we were talking about the different types of parting, lace parting, what the difference is. I also compared the different partings for name brand wigs and more affordable wigs. So we did a lot of that type of things. The other thing is I was asking how people found out about the lives, and someone did suggest that I let people know on Instagram. I do let people know on my community tab, but I do know that you can only see the community tab on a desktop. I can see the community tab on my iPad Pro, but I'm not sure if it's, you know, just exclusive to that. I know a lot of people say they cannot see the community tab on those things. I do schedule them ahead of time so you can see that it is scheduled, and they are going to be once a week, probably in that like Wednesday, Thursday. These are brand new to me. I do upload 4 times a week, but this is going to be in addition to my regular 4 videos. As we get going and get into this, it will be a little bit more regular. So I will try as hard as I can to communicate, and yeah, so that's that. Also, I just wrapped up TiaTreatWeek. That was 14 days of uploads, so if you didn't check that out, go check that out. When this video is live and the replay, I will put the link for that. What else do we need to talk about? And yeah, that's I think what we need to talk about as far as housekeeping things. So today I wanted to talk about tangles. Okay, I get a lot of questions about tangles, and in different ways, shapes, and forms. So I thought I would talk about tangles today. I have so many wigs. I have some wigs here. I have tons of wigs here, like a whole basket of wigs. So we're basically going to talk about tangles and do like a ton of try-ons. I'm going to put so many wigs on, and we're going to talk about like why things tangle, how to manage tangling, the expectations of tangling, and we're just going to talk tangles. Okay, because I know that that's pretty much like, that's one of the most aggravating things when it comes to wigs, especially synthetic wigs, and it can really shorten the life of your wig. So that is bothersome as well. So overall, one of the questions that I get is, do name brand wigs tangle less than affordable wigs? And that question is a little complex. Overall, I would say the tangling for me, in my experience, isn't due to the price of the wig. I think there are four or five really important factors that contribute to the amount of tangling. Most synthetic wigs are going to tangle at some point, unless, you know, you just really need to focus on four things. The four things that are really important is going to be the texture of the wig, the fibers that are being used, the length, the style, and the fifth thing, I guess it's five things because the cap construction is important and does contribute to tangling as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put on some of these wigs, and then we're just going to discuss why this type of wig would tangle more or less. Then once I get through a lot of these wigs, we will talk about how you manage tangling, and there are several ways. There's products, tools, just your maintenance, and also storage. Okay, so let me just get some wigs on and let's just talk about it. Again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. I don't see anything in the chat, so if there is anything in the chat, I don't see anything. Yeah, just double checking. I don't want to miss any questions that are being asked. Okay, I'm just going to keep on going, and if you have any questions, you put it in there. All right, so I just have like my shaved head on. And I'm going to go ahead and get my wig grip. I like my wig grip cap, but I don't know where it is right now, which is sad. I have this like wig grip cap, which is a wig grip and a wig cap all in one. And I love it so much, and it has become so easy, and especially like in the mornings. I'm back at work now. I have been working from my house for 19 months, and I'm back in the office, and like just the, I'm going to welcome you guys to the chat just to make sure. Just the, okay, I see my own message in the chat. Just like the change of like getting ready, getting dressed, getting, you know, makeup on, and then also like getting a wig on. I just haven't been in the habit of having to do that, so that's been a thing. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and get my wig grip on. I have a mix of affordable wigs and name brand wigs here, so we're going to do both. All right, so let me just go ahead and I'm just going to reach into this basket and I'm going to grab. All right, so the first one I have here, this is a wig from Outre. And I do have one disclaimer. A lot of the wigs I have right here, I don't want to use any of the wigs that I haven't reviewed yet because those wigs are straight out of the package. They haven't been manipulated in any way. So I want to use the wigs that are in my long-term collection. Some of these wigs, I will list every wig after this video is done. I'll list every wig and their reviews down below in the description box. But some of these wigs may be discontinued at this point because a lot of the wigs I hang on to in my long-term collection are because I love them and I can't get them anymore. But they're still relevant because we're just talking about texture, length, fibers, and that sort of thing. I need a sip of my bubbly. This is like my favorite. If you like sparkling water, this grapefruit bubbly is like the best. I know some people really like the LaCroix. I really don't. I really, really don't. The flavoring to me on a lot of them is so strange. And like, I drank this one that was coconut flavored, and I'm pretty sure it was lotion. Oh, hi, Lori. Hi, yay! Okay, now I can see. Oh, Lori became a channel member. She's an official doll baby. Woo, 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 woo. I need to like come up with like a song or dance when you become a doll baby. Like, I always do this, so I gotta come up with something. I'll work on that in the background. So I'm so glad you are here. Okay, so the first wig that we are going to put up, if you have suggestions, you can let me know. The first wigs that we are going to put on is Outre's Everywhere, and this is Every 5, okay? And she is in the color chocolate. Full review up on her. And so she is going to be a long straight wig. So when we are talking about those 5 factors, the texture, fiber, length, style, and construction, the length is one of the things that contribute to tangling. She is a silkier texture, so that also does contribute to tangling. Hi, Alexis. Hi, thank you for becoming a channel member. Like, I really need to dance. Ooh, I should be I love the snake. I should be like, snake, snake. Hi, Alexis. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. If you're a doll baby, let's welcome them. Okay, so this is a long, straight, sort of silkier wig. Those are just a lot of factors to becoming tangling. Hi, doll. Hi, Alexis. The one thing here is, though, even though this is a lace front, the cap construction, because it is mostly a basic cap, that is actually going to help the tangling lessen the tangling. When you start having like 4x4 parting, which is awesome because you can sort of customize that, when you have more of a basic cap, the hairs is going to move around less and the tangling is going to decrease. Hi, hi, hi. I want to send you a little, I'm still hanging on to fall, even though I live in the northeastern part of the state. We had snow yesterday, but I'm hanging on to fall, so you are getting my pumpkins and you are getting my fall leaves because I'm just not ready. I am not ready. So let's go ahead and put her on. Now, obviously, I'm not getting crazy like getting these all together, but I'm also going to be going into my channel memberships and really amping them up. So you're going to see some additions to the channel memberships. I do have exclusive content that is going into my channel membership, so you will be seeing that as well. You will be seeing, I'm pretty sure I'm adding at least once a month a channel membership only live. So you will see that coming to there too. So you will see over the next couple weeks that channel membership is really going to bump up quite a bit. And I'm also adding next to your name, like if you see next to my name, I think there's like a little, it's called the Badger sticker. I'm adding stickers and stuff. So you're going to have little stickers next to your name. Also, I'm not sure if it's explained. If you become a channel member, when you comment on my regular videos, it becomes, oh, really? Oh, I can't change that right. I wonder if I can go in and change that. I don't think I can change that right now. Well, I'll adjust that in a minute. But if you are one of my channel members, I just want you to know, not that I don't, I mean, I respond to people all the time very quickly as much as I can. But if you become a channel member, your messages, when you message me or you comment on a video, it actually comes to me first when I am alerted from YouTube. So that's really, really cool. So Mayde's letting me know that it's saying that only channel members can post in the chat. I didn't know that that was a setting. I will go and look at that because that's not what that's supposed to be. So I will update that. I don't think I can do it while I'm live. So I'll make sure that that is adjusted for next week because that's not what I meant. So just know that I don't need you to comment. I don't need you to become a member just to comment for this particular video. If you do want to become a channel member though, I really appreciate it. It does support this channel. It does allow me to really give you some additional content, and there's going to be a lot of extra perks coming for the channel members, and exclusive content and exclusive lives and some other really special things. You are really going to start seeing some great things through the channel membership. It is very optional. If you've been here at all, you know I do quality content regardless if you are a member or not. Okay. Thank you so much, May, for the super chat and also for letting me know that. I will adjust that for next week. That was my bad. If you do have a question or comment and you are not wanting to become a channel member, when this live is over, then you can go back in and ask me a question, just like a regular comment, and I'll just comment as regular. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very, I'm saying this is probably, I'm 5'6½". So this is going into the 22 inches. So the fact that it's silkier and straight, I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. Thank you. So the fact that this is silky and straight, if you can see, even me moving it around, do you see how this is like just, it's really, like you can see it's going to tangle. The one thing about these is when I have these long straight wigs, I'm going to just push my chair back. I try to sometimes put all the hair to the front. That actually does reduce the tangling, but I know some people don't want all the hair to the front in the back. Some of the things that you can do to reduce the tangling is to use dry shampoo. Right now I'm using this Argan Magic dry shampoo. Like, I got it from TJ Maxx for $3, and I love the smell. I'm so weird about smells, and I tend to get migraines, so I'm more attracted to smells. And dry shampoo really, oh, Maeve! Yay! Welcome! Oh my gosh. I got dry shampoo in my throat because I was so excited. Thank you for becoming a member, Maeve. Oh my goodness gracious. So, dry shampoo really does help, especially if it's a silkier wig, because it's going to give it a little bit of a grip, and it's going to give it a little bit of something so that it isn't going to rub. So that is definitely one way. The other thing for this, even though it's a long, straight, silky wig, the density, if you can see, isn't too bad. It's more of a realistic density, and that can help out as well. The other thing is, if you're starting to feel like it's tangling and getting flyaways, and you're sort of out and about and you don't really have like dry shampoo around and you can't, you know, you're like, what am I going to do? You can rub your hands together so they're really warm and run it along the hair. And that helps to sort of smooth the fibers back down, kind of put them in check. See, just like that. And then you're smooth again. Okay. So the length and the fiber of this is going to make this more of a tanglerly, a unit more prone to tangling than something else. So when you're thinking about wearing synthetic hair, and you're thinking about, okay, tangling, wigs are going to tangle, but you have to decide, A, where are you wearing it? How much do you have to sort of invest in time in keeping this together? Now, I wear this wig all the time, and I do wear it out, but I keep my brush with me, and I just know, like, periodically, like, if I'm going to the bathroom to go pee, I just take this and know that every time I kind of just brush it through, and then I keep on top of it. Okay, so I actually have a laundry basket right here, so I can just throw these in here so we can just move along. I gotta give Maeve a little something right now. Okay, so another wig. Let's go to a name brand wig and to a different style that is going to be something that would not be prone to tangling. This is from the wig company, and this is their Statements line. This is This is Undaunted. And if you can see, this is a short, sort of straight wig. This actually isn't overly silky. There is a little bit of a grip to it. And so let's put her on. Oh, wait. And if you can notice, this is a full cap construction. So you don't have any lace. You don't have any monofilament. So that actually is going to help in terms of tangling as well. But let's go ahead and put Undaunted on. Okay. Now, I mean, I'm not really like getting her together for real, so she might look silly. But as you can see, this is a wig. If you're really like, I can't deal with tangling, I can't handle it, you're gonna want a wig that is shorter. So these like sort of pixie cuts, something above the shoulder, okay? Something that is not super, super silky, so it can still mimic your hair. If you have sort of fine, straight hair, that's fine, okay? But you want it to have, maybe you can hear, there's a little bit of grip there, okay? You're gonna want to have a little bit of grip. Channel members, I just had a great idea. I was going to share something, and I'm not going to. I'm actually going to put this down on the floor. I was going to share something on this live. I have a wig company gave me a product that they literally are just releasing, and I'm getting a first look and first try of this product. It's a brand new product on the market, and I was going to sort of show it to you guys, but I am going to, I'll do that on, I don't want to say unboxing and reveal this product and sort of do the first initial demo and test out. I will do that for my channel members. So that's already your first perk. So there you go. And it's really exciting. And I think it's going to change like how we're working with wigs. I'm really excited about this. When they contacted me and told me, and they even asked me like, would you like to test out this brand new product? I was like, wait, really? Okay. Like, I mean, for real. And I'm not trying to it's not a gas up or anything. It was one of those things where I like almost had to look at the email and the message twice to make sure it wasn't like a joke. And I just did research yesterday on the product and looked at you know, looked at the claims and everything, and it's looking exciting. So I'm gonna do that. I will either do it as a live, and you'll get a message as a channel member. I'll either do it as a live or I'll do it as a video, but it'll be specific to you. So I will work on that either tomorrow or sometime this weekend. So look for that. So that's great, because I'm going to do a dedicated review and stuff, but I wanted to do something special, so that even makes it even better. So there you go. So as you can see, this one is not going to be one that's going to be super prone to tangling because of the cut, the length, and the texture, and also the cap construction. Okay, so next let's move on to one that has a different type of cap. Oh yeah, let's go to this. So this is Liana from Wig Pro. Now Miss Liana, so as you can see, Miss Liana has that full cap situation, so that's going to help. However, she is curly and it is a little bit silkier, but she's shorter. So let's see what we have going on. If you are someone that is really concerned about tangling, I would say curly units in general, but just curly units in general, you need to just stay away from. This is really the cutest wig, but obviously I don't have time to be messing with it, so I'm just plopping it on. But I can already, look. This is a wig that really needs attention. So because it does need attention, let's talk about tools. If you think that overly, like, dealing with something that has a lot of tangles is something that you just aren't going to want to be really dealing with, avoid curly wigs. After we deal with this, I will move on. I will show you really quickly where I think the sweet spot is in terms of if you want something with length and body, but you don't want to get crazy with the curls or with the tangles. All right, so I have two products here that if you have tangling, let's do these two products. I have two products here that if you feel like you have some tangling and, you know, it's, see how it's catching like that? If you have some tangling, that it is a issue, okay? The first one here, I have full reviews on these. I will link all these videos down below. But this is the Bonafide Natural. This is oil-free wig shine spray. Okay, it's for dull, dry, human and synthetic hair, but it really helps out a lot with tangles. So this is one option. This is, I got it from Ebony Line for $2.95. Next, this is the from the Awesome brand, and this is Synthetic Wig Leave-In Conditioning Spray. And this is moisturizes and replenishes. My lights are being goofy. I have a full review on this too. So you can do like a wig conditioning spray or a wig shine spray. They both help with tangles. And this one, I don't feel like this is, you know, dull as well as being tangly. So let's just go with this Awesome conditioning spray. So what we're going to do is just, don't go ham. I always go ham on everything, but try not to go ham. But what I'm going to do is just kind of spray a little bit and just mist it a little bit. And then I'm going to take my wide tooth comb. You want a wide tooth comb because you don't want to catch. When you're combing a wig, that's the other part of this that is going to contribute to tangling or not, or the longevity of your wig. Because tangling, as well as how you deal with the tangling, is going to either contribute to your wig lasting longer or not. You always want to start from the bottom and then work up. And see, then curly units, I mean, it is a catch-22, because if you work through the tangling, sometimes you're actually working out the curl, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm saying these are units that if you really don't want to take the time and effort, the tangling and the curls can just really be an issue. But as you can see, look, where my fingers were catching, no, I didn't put spray right there, so let's put spray right there. This spray is just like helping so, look at that, so much. And this one I got from So Good BB, and it's $3.75, and it's a synthetic fiber made spray. So as you can see, that is, look, now I can be like, remember when it was catching before, and that's done. So that is, that's what I have to say on this. So going on the curly, let's see what happens when it's not only curly, but long. I love a long curly unit, and oh, it can be very problematic, to be honest with you. I wore Valentino to class today, and I couldn't control the tangling. And you know what? Really? Because I wear Valentino all the time, and I use this. I use the Bonafide Natural, the Wig Shine Spray, and it works so well. I have a Valentino dupe that I'm going to talk about too. So I'll show you what I'm talking about with this spray when I put her on. So the next one I want to talk about is a, she's not curly enough. I want to show you curly. All right, let's put her on. This is one of my favorite wigs, and she is crazy. So this is a wig from Harlem 125. And they don't have names. I hate that. And this is LSD62, okay? And I have her in the color T1B/violet, okay? And it's this one. This is the most stunning color purple wig I have ever seen. But as you can see, this is a textured wig, so there is some yakiness. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term yaki, yaki is a textured wig that is going to make hair of those who have more textured hair, women of color, those who have, you know, maybe they have like natural hair, curly hair that is more coarse, and potentially they have relaxed it, and you can feel sort of that texture to it. That's what yaki is. And because of that yaki texture in a synthetic wig, it gives enough grip that I love it, because it actually also helps hold the synthetic style. And some people, and I'm actually doing a whole video on this, but someone asked me if they aren't a woman of color, is it wrong for them to be wearing a wig that is a yaki texture? And short answer is no, but I'm doing a whole video on that. And I'll tell you why I actually prefer wigs like that. But this is a curly wig. You can see it is beautiful. This takes a lot of work because these curls want to go away quite easily. There's another, did I lose my wig grip? You know what? We're not even going to do a wig grip. We're just going to let it go, because we're not going anywhere. It's just me and you. We're just friends here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I miss this wig. I used to wear this wig when I would actually go out places. Remember that? Remember when we could go places? I mean, I guess we're getting back there. This one I just have to put part in the part just because it looks funny to me, but okay. So these types of wigs, like, look how long this is too. This type of wig is really difficult to get the tangles. This is not a wig I could wear all the time. That's the other thing. If it's with this style, meaning this curly and the length, the long length, this is just something that I have to understand I cannot wear all the time. But a product that would really help this wig is going to be African Essence Control Wig Spray. This is a 3-in-1 formula. It's for human and synthetic hair, and it softens, conditions, provides moisture and sheen. So this is going to hit all the touch points, and I have found this one really works on wigs like this because it's going to hit everything at once. So let's just do the ends, because you can see just a little bit that it's funky doodle and a little bit tangly. So what I like about this is wet. So this is a more liquid sort of situation. And so it is going to wet it a little bit, but just like with natural curly hair, when you wet it all the way, then that curl, do you see that? That curl starts to come back and rejuvenate a little bit. And that's why I prefer this to, you can see that. Do you see the difference? How this is like, see? So if you are really trying to make sure to, yeah, I think you can, yeah, you can see how this is now more defined. It's not tangled, and this is not that. So this is something that I would suggest for that. I have a full review on this. I don't have the price on this. I'm pretty sure this is 12 ounces. I definitely paid under $15 for this, and it smells so good. Ugh, like for real. Okay, so we will keep doing this whole try on thing, but let's talk about a wig combination for me personally that I feel like is a good combination for less tangles, but if you want a little bit of length in the style, but you don't want to deal with a lot of that. This is Outre Lysette, and I have Lysette in the color DRFF Red Velvet. Okay, and Lysette is a yakier texture, so there's texture to her. Okay, and she is also, she does have a bit of a lace front, and a lace parting, but she's mostly a basic cap, okay? But as you can see in, oh, I threw her. As you can see in the stock card, she's wavy, so she's not full straight, okay? But she's also not super curly, all right? So let's get her on. She really looks like Valentino a lot. So as you can see, you can even see right here, this was like on the floor, and I am still able to pretty much comb through this. Partially it's the texture, and I just feel like with these styles where it's a little bit of curl, so it's giving a little bit of something, but it's not enough to sort of tangle up on itself, I think this is sort of that perfect in between. I'll scooch my chair out so you guys can see better. It's that perfect in between. So that you're not going to get as many tangles, but you can have a little bit of length. You have a little bit of texture, okay? The cap isn't too complicated and the hairs aren't moving too much. And you still have that, I don't have, you know, I didn't get this girl together or anything. But this is how I feel like you can sort of have that happy medium. Yeah, it is a pretty color. But, you know, she's in maybe that 18 to 20 inch. She's not super, super long. But this would be sort of the in-between. Let's look at a name brand wig. We'll look at a couple more. So someone says, do name brand wigs tangle less? The answer is no. It really does. It's up to the fiber, the texture, the length, the style, and the cap construction. Those all contribute. And we're going to look at Raquel Welch's Longing for Long because she has a monofilament top. And we'll look at another one where the cap construction is going to potentially contribute to tangling. Do yaki-textured wigs tangle less? The answer is yes, and I will pull out the next one after that to show you why that is. All right, so up next is Raquel Welch's Longing for Long. I put her on last week, and I had needed to wash her because I don't know what she was doing the last time I wore her. I think I was using the this sea salt spray. So this is freshly washed. Okay, so we're going to comb through her. All right, this is a good example because she's freshly washed, but I still need to comb her. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, let's use the conditioning spray. I don't want to use shine spray on this particular wig. Let's use the conditioning spray just a little bit. Now she was washed and conditioned. I used Tide Free and Downy to wash these wigs. I start from the bottom and work through. And this is where I was talking about the maintenance. You can do this on the wig head if you feel more comfortable. I actually hold sections where I hold it very tight in my hand, and then I work through from the bottom. And then once I've worked through the entire section like this, then I go ahead and then I move up. Okay, and then I just keep doing that until I get all the way through so that I don't sort of tear those fibers. All right, so with her, she's a monofilament part. So essentially, if you can see in this cap, that this right here is sort of open to customize. So I can part her in different ways. La la. Oh, I know. I love this. Oh, you're talking about the color of Lysette, yeah. I feel like I had another, did I have another color in that, another wig in that red color? I think I had a really curly wig in that color and I thought it was awful. But that style, I think a bone straight wig in that red style would be good too. Okay, so you can see I can part this in any different way. I feel like these type of caps are very realistic, but I think they can contribute to tangling a little bit more as well, because these are hand tied. So these fibers are moving a little bit more than they would. And also you want it to mimic your hair. So you might be, you know, tossing it around because, you know, you want it to mimic your hair, which is all well and good and you should have that. But just keep in mind, with a basic cap, you can't be tossing it around because it's not hand tied. It doesn't move freely like that. But when you have a monofilament parting like this, it mimics hair like growing out of your head, and you can kind of do like this and, you know, do like this, and that's wonderful, but that can contribute to tangling. So please keep that in mind, and that you are just going to need to really keep on top of things. Okay, so in the affordable wig realm, let's talk about what they're going to call hand-tied 13 by 4 inch, so it's the 13 by 4 ear-to-ear free parting wig. So it's similar to, it's just the area where someone could part it, okay? And this is Miss Biz, and she is from Sista Wig, and this is in the color Sombre Root Latte Blonde, which is in a gorgeous ashy colored blonde. Sorry, longing for long, you have to go in the basket. This is like my perfect color. Perfect color. I have several wigs in this color. The only wig that I don't have right now that I wish I had back, if you've watched my video on wig regrets, is Jana Collection's New in Mocha Blonde, I'm pretty sure her color was. Ugh, wish I had her back. I have found a company that has Jana Collection dupes, and they also sell Jana Collection wigs, and the wigs are exactly the same, and so are the colors. And so I feel like I can get New, but it's like not New, but it is. So if you would be interested in sort of seeing that sort of side-by-side comparison of the Jana Collection dupe, because they have some of the Jana Collection wigs, like Miss Chelsea here, who is, I love, but is being discontinued. But they have it, and it's not discontinued, it just doesn't say Jana Collection. So I was thinking that as like a wig, you know, like a video. Okay, this is Miss Biz, and if you can see, she's got, this is all, she's got 13 by 4 here. So this is all the available ways that you can part her. Look at that. You can even see my ring through that. Look how pretty that is. So she's got a lot of room to go. All right, let's put her on. All right, so she's only about 18 inches, so she's not too bad in the length. This is interesting. So this is a textured wig, but it reminds me of when someone does that sort of deep conditioning, or like when you can go to the salon and get like a keratin treatment. That's how it makes me feel. So I feel like those wigs tangle less, because not only are they slightly textured, but then they have this like conditioning treatment feel on top of it. I don't know what that is. Now this, look, I've worn this a jillion times. She's struggling. So let's go ahead and use the shine spray on her so you can kind of see this in action and how it works on tangling. Because you could, look, it's like, it almost looks matted. I'm pretty positive, like, I slept in this wig for whatever reason and then just put her in the thing. But she's still not coming out too bad. Please, please no. You can use too much of this. I learned it the hard way. For those of you just coming in the room, we were talking all about Tangles. The live chat was meant to be subscribers only, but is set to members only, which is not a normal thing. It just happened to be that way on accident. So once the live is over, you can watch the replay, and if you have any questions, you can just put it in the regular chat. If you want to become a member, I would love to have you. Members get additional perks, additional live chats, and additional videos. You will see the members only channel. And you also get specific messages, so when things are happening, I can message just my members specifically. You can get specific uploads just for you. So if you choose to do that, which is a choice, those membership go to supporting the channel and the content, so you would get all the regular content and then additional content as well. Okay. And next week, it will just be back to subscriber chat. I'm just new to doing the live chat thing, so I don't know if I accidentally hit a button. I must have, because that's not what I meant to do. So, just to let you know. Okay, so this is a shine spray. Make sure you don't spray very close. So I'm going to spray it on this sort of matted part and just do 1, 2 quick sprays. And it really, I want to show you this. Let's do it with the... Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh my. Do you see how? Alexis, are you saying yes, please, to the Janet collection, and it's actually Hair Remy comparison of the wigs? Is that what you're saying? Yes, please, to? Maeve, right? Look at that. I mean, it's like amazing. I can't. This is a lot. This is a huge chunk of hair. Let's do it on this side because this is like matted. Yes, the comparison. Okay, great. I just want to make a note quick so that I do that. Hair Remy versus Janet collection. Okay, I will get on that. So this is, I'm going to shake this up. Just do 2 far sprays. When I first tried this before I did that, I was like, psh, 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 psh. I mean, the wig looked like, it looked like a drowned, the wig just looked like I was just sopping wet, like the wig was just dripping, like I had put, like, I don't know, olive oil on it. It was ridiculous. Okay, so this is the worst part of it. Make sure I actually got it. Now this is a knot, but it's letting me work it right through. Literally, I pulled this out of the bottom of my like right before this live chat. This is one of the wigs that I have probably worn more than 20 times. You can see, I'm gonna let you see this because this is a knot. This is an actual knot. I'm going to spray this. Now I'm working the knot through because that's an actual knot, but look, it's letting me take it out. There you go. It's done. It's done already. Is that ridiculous? So if you have something like a bad, like threw it in your closet after you wore it to bed, this really does work. But you can go ham on it. It's not bad. I'm just letting you know. And so now, thanks. So this is Biz from Sista Wig. I will link this. This is like my perfect color. This is my favorite color. This is the color wig that I would, like, if I could get all my wigs in this shade, I would do it. I also have another wig that this shade is Bobby Boss's Kishana. So yeah. So do you see that? Fixed. But if I would have kept on it from the beginning, we wouldn't be in this situation. So if you do have a wig that is struggling with tangling, then you have some options for products the best tool is a wide tooth comb. And before we really wrap up, let's talk about what's the color. It is, I think it's Sombre Root Latte Blonde. Sombre Root. So the root is sombreed in. It's, I'm gonna say it is a true number 4 root, so a cool toned dark medium brown, so it's not like the number 4 where it looks more black. So this wig, let's see, Chelsea, what color are you? I think Chelsea's a number 2, so this is a number 2. So you can see the number 2 compared to this. So this is dark. So this is a true number 4, it's just a dark brown, and then it's sombreed into this sort of ashy colored blonde with a little of those like ashy grayish browns as well. And then you have sort of the frosted as well. Is it a small cap size? No. No, Maeve. Let me see. No, because I have it pulled, I have this one pulled all the way to the middle of the comb. So it's going to be average to large cap. Average to large. Okay, so was there anyone else that I really wanted to show you before? So we talked about texture, fiber, length. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. I want to show you a true yaki-textured wig and why I prefer them in terms of keeping on top of tangling. And then we will finish up with like how to store them or to keep them in between wears so you can reduce the tangling. This is a Mayde. Yeah, we talked about a curly. Before I do that, I actually want to talk about this one. This is Estetica's Reeves. This is one of those that are sort of in between. So this is in the color Iced Mocha. So Reeves is a silkier texture. She's sort of wavy, and she's 16-inch-ish. She's got the waves on the bottom, but she's sort of straighter at the top. She's got just the basic cap. But I find that this texture with these curls, I find that she tangles quite a bit. She's beautiful, but I find that she tangles quite a bit. This is a wig I definitely need to keep on. When I store her, I like to store her with the cap inside out. I find that that helps. But for her, I have to really take care. Now, luckily, she's not so curly that I can't sort of comb through her and keep the integrity because her texture allows for that. So that is a plus. So see, I can comb through it and still sort of keep the integrity of the curl. So that is nice. And the top part is straighter, so you're not going to get tangling up in here, but with this sort of silkier fiber and with the length, because right here is where, you know, you're moving, I mean, you don't move around like this in your life, but you're sort of moving around, and when you're doing that, it's going to cause the movement and the tangling. So Reeves, although I love this color, and I really enjoy the style overall, this particular combination of this specific length, this specific fiber, this texture, this is a tangler. This is not a wig I would suggest for someone who doesn't want to take time and worry about tangling. So this is an example of a name brand wig. No, this would not tangle less, this would tangle more. Okay. Now, let's get into our last example before we finish up our questions. And then I will tell you what is on tap for next week. and I'll make sure the chat is right. But next week is going to be so fun. So this is Mayde Beauty's, and Mayde Beauty, Model, and Free Trust Equal are the same. And this is Kyla, and this is in the color FF Russet. She is a yaki-textured wig, so she's a textured wig, okay? And she's long. I've worn this so many times. So even though she's long, I don't get a ton of tangling. Now, I haven't worn this wig in a hot minute, and I obviously didn't take care of her in between uses, but I'll show you in untangling her how easy it is, and why I sort of prefer a yaki textured wig in terms of not having to worry about tangling too much. So let's get her on. Oh, so this is her cap construction. So she is a lace parting wig, which means she does not have a lace front. She just has lace parting. So that is going to really help in terms of tangling issues as well too. It's just a simple cap. You have lace in the part, so you can customize that a little bit, put a little powder in the part, make it look natural. She has bendable ear tabs, which is nice. I have so many like really awesome videos coming up for you guys. Another announcement, if you're new, especially if you're new to my channel and you weren't here last year, I did do TiaTreatWeek. So TiaTreatWeek just finished up. It was 14 days of uploads for Halloween. But in December, I do what's called Winter Wig Coaching, and that is a upload different like tips and tricks and just all kinds of videos. There's an upload every single day in December, and that is Winter Wig Coaching. That will be coming up, so keep an eye on that. But this is Kyla, and let me brush through her, and then I'm going to show you why a sort of textured wig really resists tangling. If you can see, when you brush through them, once you see, I mean, literally, look at that. They brush through so easily, and then they just respond to their style, look, and they just stay. And it's just so nice. They respond to the brush very well. They stay in place, and so when you're moving about in your life, they're just like staying, the fibers sort of grip to each other and adhere. Obviously, this is not how I would wear it because, you know, it's just for... So let me stand up and just show you. This sort of seems like a mess at the bottom here, but I'm going to hold this and just sort of brush through it like I did the other wigs. And look, just responding just like this. And there you go. There you go. This is why I prefer a wig with a bit of texture. And there you go. Look at that. Just back. Just went right back. And I feel like because of that, when you're moving around, now obviously some people don't like this long of wig. They do have yaki textured wigs that are shorter. I have a bunch of them. I did just review one that looks just like this, but is more like this length. I think she's called May. She's called May, I'm pretty sure. But see, look, boom, boom, and done. So that is, do yaki textured wigs tangle less? Yes, they do, just because of the fiber. They don't rub as much, they don't catch as much. But yeah, so to sum up really quick, the factors to tangling: texture, fiber, length, style, and cap construction. How to manage is your products, your tools, your maintenance, like don't be throwing them, and your storage. So in between wears, especially if you're just like rotating or if you have wigs, I would suggest you keep them on a wig head. Now you don't have to have this fancy girl like this. Are the less expensive wigs generally the ones with yaki texture? I have found, so yes, because of the marketing and who they are geared for. I'm doing a full video, like I'm doing a whole video on comparing name brand wigs to affordable wigs. What are the differences? I have a wig already, or I have a video on the marketing, and I'll put that down below. But I'm also going to show you what the similarities are, even though it's not clear in the marketing, so you can see. So I'm gonna have a whole series on this. I'm gonna go very deep into this. But I have found some name brand wigs that are textured. A line that is that you can find yaki-textured is in the Vivica Fox, which is a name brand, and the Amor Mio. And Vivica Fox and Amor Mio are under the same umbrella. They have the textured wigs. I have a playlist for them, and I will link it down below for you. Those definitely have them. There are some popping up here and there. It's kind of a complex topic. I'm definitely, like I said, I've already been doing the research. You will see that coming up. I'm going to do a full exploration on that. But for now, there is, those two lines do have it. And they are actually on the lower end of name brand wig prices, so that's also good. So I will link my playlist, Lori, and you can see, because I've reviewed a bunch of those. So in between wears, I would suggest putting them on a wig head. Now, it doesn't have to be these. These can be quite expensive, although like this one here, and where's the other girl? I think maybe not this one specifically, but her, oh, they're up there. I have ones, like, I think these were like 40, but I have ones that were in the 20, and like, she was either like 20 or 30, so it wasn't horrible, but you can get foam wig heads. And if you watch some of my older videos, I have foam wig heads that are shorter, but I also have the taller ones. And the shorter ones, I'll link all this down below. The shorter ones were like $8, the taller ones were like 10 or 15. And then they also have the plastic sort of wig stands. I actually don't like those, and I will tell you why. I don't have one right in front of me. You know what? I do. Hold on one second. One sec. This is why I don't like these plastic ones. Because when you put them together, if you have them, that's great. I just feel like they don't. So you put them together like this. Oh. Thing on top. I feel like when you put the wig on, it kind of doesn't hold the shape. Like it's not a full head shape, because do you see how it's more like pointed there? I just feel like, especially for long-term storage or to keep the shape of the wig head, I just personally don't like these. I also think they're flimsy, they tip over, it's a whole thing. So I prefer the foam or these more realistic ones. And once this is over, I'll go through everything. I'll link everything. I'll put timestamps for everything. So, did we answer everything? Yes, yes. Yeah, I think we answered everything. Okay. So I want to thank all of the people that decided to become channel members. I appreciate you so much. I hope that I was able to answer a few questions for you today. Again, if you have questions for these live chats, you can ask them anywhere. You can ask them under any video in the community tab. You can ask them anywhere. I'm very responsive, and I do keep sort of a list and a running log of questions, and then I prepare them for the week. Next week, we are going to talk about affordable wig brands that I recommend. And I'm going to do a try on and show you these brands that I recommend. And also, I'm going to talk about the wig, online wig retailers that I purchased. Whoa, I need a bubbly. I'm going to talk about the online wig retailers that I purchased from, these affordable brands that you can trust, that I use. And also how to shop with them in terms of like getting sales and deals and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be all about affordable wig brands for everybody. Let's explore them. I want you to see, especially if you are used to name brand wigs, and you don't necessarily need them for medical purposes, because affordable wigs, if you do need them specifically for medical purposes, they're not going to have medical grade wigs. But if you're using wigs, even if it's maybe just for thinning hair, things like that, come join me next week. I want to show you, open your eyes to the affordable side of things, maybe see some things that you didn't know before, and that's what the live is going to be about, and the wig coaching next week. So we are going to explore my favorite brands, their prices, where to shop, who I trust, and all that. So thank you so much for joining me this week. And my channel members, please start looking. You're going to see that over the next week or two. You're going to see that really, oh, thank you so much, Lori. Channel members, thank you. You do not have to do that. I'm so happy that you did. You will see that channel membership really start filling out over the next couple weeks. We will be doing these coaching sessions every single week. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And if you're in my part of the country, hopefully you enjoy the snow that's coming, even though I don't want to, okay? And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you next time, and have a wonderful evening. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lexus. Bye, Lori. Bye, Maeve. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, doll babies. Bye. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.